it's not going to go to waste.
Yep.
You know. Plus, I bought some. I bought some of the pills you take. You know the.
Well, we're live. We're live. We're
Potassium
live. Don't talk about those
something.
little blue pills that you like to take
What is
right
it?
now. It's not the time.
Well, you know what?
We are live and we are rolling. I hope you guys have some guns right in
Potassium
front of
iodide.
you. I'm supposed to have some, and I don't have them right here, right now. But I will have some guns to show you guys. Let's see. Somebody throw it. There you go. Boom. We are live on Utreon so that we could show you guns like what Walter has here.
This is a 308 pistol in the works. Still working out the function of it. So
little shorty 308. There you go. BabyFace. What is?
nods and
Look,
nods.
he looks like he's in freaking riot gear. Oh Lord. Okay, well you're gonna have to adjust that face mask. Yeah. So anyway, this is why we go live from this is why we go live from Utreon. So we can share guns with you guys and show off all that stuff that YouTube won't let us do. All right. If you're listening to this on audio and you want to join us live, Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom podcast. That's the place to go. If you're watching this later when we replay it on YouTube, then same thing, come on over to Utreon and that's where you will find us. Shout out to everyone out there. I'll do some shout outs here in a second. BabyFace, I think, do you have to share the link for the Discord again? I don't know. I think that thing
I can do
expires
that.
every week. Yeah.
Where do you want me to share it to? The chat?
Yeah, put it in the chat here and I will kick this off and we'll get going.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, here we go. We are live. We're feeding out to the people of the world and the universe and the United States. Let's get those jazz hands going. Come on, jazz hands. There you go. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 945. 945 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. So I'm guessing that means, if I could focus in here, we got like, what is that? 55 episodes to 1,000. 55 episodes. Yeah, I don't think we're getting into it this year, which is fine. That is fine, because
unless you have like they have No Shave November.
Right.
You have no break November. You just do it like a mad fucking man.
Let me see, Walt. Are you volunteering?
No.
No break November. Oh, okay, Patrick. Patrick. I didn't even have to ask him.
Ain't no way in hell.
So there you go.
Negative.
So there you go. Mostly it's because I've been spending some time on the road, traveling, getting around. But that's cool. We'll get close. We'll get close this year. We're getting some cool guests coming in tomorrow. Before we do anything here. I think I did say it was episode 945. Lola's coming in now. It's FreeForAll Monday, of course. Let's show my guest host. Here he goes. BabyFace P is here with us. Boom. There
If you guys want to chat directly with us, there is a link in. I just put it in chat. It will take you to the Discord. You can join the growing Discord. Yep. Chat directly to us. Send all the memes. And that one, Hank, that I sent is permanent now. It does not expire, so you can take that and send it out. And I put it elsewhere where you and I can see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we've got there you go. Thanks, BabyFace. I appreciate it.
He's got some meat.
Yeah.
That New York's trip.
Also joining us is Walter Keller. There he goes, Walter Keller. I don't know why.
I'm looking at the Discord. Where'd I go?
Yeah, somebody's got a mean-looking pistol with a massive magazine on it.
Who? Me?
In the Gorn section of the Discord. You see that?
Oh, okay.
AK pistol.
I'll go in
I'm gonna
there.
have to look at that.
Yeah, I'll go in there. Let's see. I'll go in. What is it? We got to go under Gorn, right? Here we go. And we'll show that off. Boom. Here we go. And scroll
all the way down. Oh, there's another massive one. But no, I was looking at that one.
I was looking at that piece.
Check
I was looking at that piece of steak.
In where? Main chat?
Oh.
Yeah, the main
that's
chat.
That's an AK. Oh, that's nice.
That's some sort of AK pistol thing.
Yeah. Very cool.
Get down to the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, also joining us, Walther Killer Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. He's here.
What up?
Yeah, if you guys want to get your stuff shown, you need to go into the main chat right now. And I'll run the main chat. I'll go through that. Let me do some shout-outs here while we're here. Shout out to Jade Grew, Armament and Axes, as well as 42 Chilled. Cruiseman is out there. I see Shooting Gallery NE is out there. He says, hey, what's crack-a-lackin', everyone? Shout out to him. If anyone else needs a shout-out, let me know. What I was going to say, we've got some cool guests coming on. And actually, tomorrow, one of my favorite authors, Larry Correia, this is Gunrunner, one of his books. He's got a ton of books that he's written. Larry Correia is going to be on the show tomorrow. So there you go. I don't know if you guys know about Larry Correia. He is a fiction writer, but he is a pro-gun guy. And he wrote Monster Hunter International, a whole bunch of other cool stories. You guys never heard of Larry Correia? Seriously?
No, I'm making a face at the sound of windows turning on in the background.
Oh, I had to restart my other. I had to restart my other. It's the other. The Panasonic hard tough book I have has 7 on it.
Tough book, is that one of those ones that they put in like cop cars?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Was it one that you bought from a sale or something?
I bought it from like Charlotte County.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you know what? All I use it for basically is this right here, and it works fine. And 7 works fine for me. I don't have no problem with that. You know?
Yeah.
So here we go. If you search Larry Correia, Correia, there you go. Larry Correia, there he goes. He's an American fantasy and science fiction writer known for his Monster Hunter, Grim Noir Chronicles, and Saga of the Forgotten Warrior series. He's authored or co-authored over 20 novels, has over 50 published short works, and on and on and on. All these books I listen to on audiobook and all that kind of stuff. He's a gun guy, big gun guy. We've met him at SHOT Show. I've got a video out there with him at SHOT Show, and this will be the first time that he actually comes on the podcast. And he's written a pro Second Amendment book, which I'll try to pull that up for anyone who's interested. I'm sure he'll be talking about that tomorrow. So that's going to be fun.
I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
Off topic. Totally off topic.
Uh-huh.
How do you guys feel about saltine crackers?
Oh, I like
saltines.
I like a good saltine cracker.
The buttery ones?
No, not the buttery ones. Just the plain old saltines that you get in like the big square sleeve.
But they're not buttery.
Those need some saltines. No, you're talking. The other ones are the buttery ones.
Those are Captain's crackers or Captain's wafers or whatever.
Yeah, they're like saltines, but they're a little buttier, a little.
They're rectangle shaped, and those are Captain's crackers or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But are you talking about just eating crackers by themselves or putting them in soup?
Yeah, with cheese.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
You were the one that introduced us to the fancy saltines. I'm gonna make some of those this weekend for the baby shower.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to make the baby shower, but
it's all good. It's all good.
You will. Chrome Vandium will get the proper attention he needs.
That will be lovely. Marley will love it.
The baby shower of baby Chrome Vandium on his way in to the world.
The reason I think of that is I was snacking a little before the podcast, and I had some saltines, and was like, man, I never eat saltines, but I really like them. They're good. Okay. And then it made me remember the saltines that Peggy makes, and I was like, okay, I got to make some of those for this weekend for everybody because they're really good.
Oh, those
go.
Go ahead.
Once people taste them, nobody's ever said, "Oh, I don't like these things." They just like,
they were
made that
good. Good.
Yeah, I think Walt's talking. Well, the ones that Peggy makes are like you used to be able to get those at Buc-ee's, but I think Buc-ee's won't do it anymore. That's the one that has.
They had those already with the seasoning on them?
Yeah, with the seasoning and everything there. You used to be able to get them at Buc-ee's. So now I don't know where Walther went off to.
There's a video the other day that somebody was like, "You ever been to this place called Bussie's? Look at this. It says Bussie's."
What the hell? Is that what is that? Is that like a ghetto Buc-ee's?
Or
they can't say it right.
Mispronouncing Buc-ee's. pussies.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
But no, I'm gonna make some of those crackers. They were delicious.
Okay, yes, cool. Yeah, those are good. It's
Okay. Yes, you are true about Buc-ee's. I just confirmed it.
What did you confirm?
They do have those or had those?
That they had something like that. Yeah.
They used to have it at Buc-ee's. I was just at Buc-ee's when we went to Virginia, and the guy.
And they didn't have them.
Yeah, the manager told me they discontinued them. And I was
Okay.
like,
Oh, you
That
went
is a
looking
crime.
for them. You like specifically went for them.
well, I went looking for them, and then I happened to see the manager standing over there, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir, where are where are those freaking crackers that I love to get?"
Sorry, I don't have any more.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, it's making me hungry just thinking about it. So,
Nah, man.
Where did you?
Mhm.
I was just gonna ask, what Buc-ee's did you go to? Like, what area of the country?
I believe that the Buc-ee's we went to was in South Carolina.
So, food across the borders, pretty good. Like even South Carolina, the
For
Buc-ee's is pretty
Buc-ee's,
good.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I've only had Buc-ee's in like South Georgia, just on the other side of the Florida border.
Okay.
Every time we go to North Carolina, we'll stop there for gas and whatnot.
Right.
I think it's in. I can't remember where it is, but yeah, I was just wondering if it's
Warner
good. everywhere.
Warner Robins.
Yeah.
That's the one. Warner Robins.
yeah.
That's the one we stop at. Is Warner Robins, and we pick up. We get gas and some food.
Yeah, Lola and I go there all the time, and there is one in St. Augustine as well here in Florida.
And
Yes.
Daytona area.
And Daytona, yes. We got two in Florida.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay, I'll have to
please,
remember that when we
please,
go out
baby
there.
Jesus, baby Jesus,
Give us
and the
one
Black
here.
Jesus, and Oprah, please put a Buc-ee's. Like,
It's-
let's say in Gainesville, or like off 75. Or something.
I will admit it's a little overwhelming going in there sometimes, which especially in the middle of the day, there are so many people.
Or if you catch it on like a weekend,
Oh
or like a
God.
holiday weekend, you know, or
Yes!
like the Buc-ee's in Foley, Alabama, is right where everybody turns to go to the beach. They go to Orange Beach down that way. So if you catch Buc-ee's, what I call on shift change, you know, when the people that stayed 1 week are leaving and the new people are coming in to go to the beach, it's busy. You know,
It's a
'cause
madhouse.
Yeah.
during shift change, people are buying stuff to take to the beach, and then the ones are leaving to go home, and yeah.
The best time in Buc-ee's is late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's really
Yeah.
Nobody's
it's
there.
still busy
it's still
there,
open. They got hot food.
Oh,
and
look at
it's-
you,
yeah.
man! You're a you're a Beaver believer.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a Beaver believer.
Yeah. So, I always go to Buc-ee's if I get a chance. Sometimes I'll go out of my way just to go. You know,
It's
go to
it's
Buc-ee's.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is cool. Buc-ee's is
Yeah.
cool.
Come on, Buc-ee's, give us some money. Sponsor the podcast, please. The people who own that, I try to find out about getting a franchise. It's like a family that owns
No,
it. You can't franchise it, yeah.
that's all
Oh,
corporate.
I was gonna say,
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a manager.
you want a good franchise.
Yeah.
I talked to the manager, one of the manager guys. I think it was in Foley or one of those places. And he told me their plans is to go all up the East Coast, you know, and then probably all over the eastern U.S. So it's only a matter of time. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's see here. Usually, we got a lot of things to talk about. It's a Monday, lots of stuff going on. 42 Chill says Hank dresses like a squirrel. Okay. All right, 42 Chill. Thanks, appreciate that. Cruise Man is in the. Anyone who wants shout outs, go to the Discord. We'll give you shout outs. And I think BabyFace, didn't you put the thing here in the chat?
The link is
I don't
in
know.
chat. The show chat.
Oh, you mean our chat that no one? can see?
No, the chat for the folks. All the folks.
Oh, for
get
the
to see
folks.
it. It's
Okay,
in-
so it's in there. All right, I don't see it, but I do see it. Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
And that is the permanent.
that's a permanent one.
It doesn't
Okay.
expire, so if anybody wants to grab it and share it out, go
Yeah.
for it.
What we need to do is we need to pick some moderators and stuff like that, right?
I
think-
will be working on that eventually when we
Okay.
start. When we start running into issues, if we start running into issues, I'll work on that.
Okay, cool. So if some people want to be moderators, let us know. Cruise Man says, I made the show tonight. There you go. See? Boom. So if you want to be a moderator, let us know. We'll look into that. Walter and I were talking about it. We're not going to have too many rules. I think we're just going to have, be nice to each other, be respectful.
Yeah, be civil.
Right? No dick pics. No, no dick pics or all the way nudity. Because, there might be ladies on there.
Unless it's the fine ladies.
Yeah. Well, there might be ladies on there, so we don't, I don't know.
Well, if she's sporting a BOP mag, and that's it.
Oh, well, okay. I guess that's allowed. I guess that's allowed.
We could have the cleavage challenge. How many chicks can hold a loaded mag between their...
Yeah, okay. You
How
do
many
know...
loaded mags can you...
Yeah, you guys know that we have a few... There are a few women who are actually fans of the show, but... Now, maybe some hot chicks in Italy, that are out there might want to do that, or, like Romania, or we got fans in Canada.
Ukrainian ladies, yes.
I don't know if I've seen any Ukrainians. There's people in Russia that listen to us sometimes. I've seen that.
I'm telling you, Russians love their guns.
Yeah,
they love their guns, so they're not gonna say no to some guns.
Yeah, I've seen that. Israel, folks out in Israel, wherever you are in the world,
like
you
the
listen
guns.
to us. Yeah.
I don't know any culture in the world that doesn't like guns when they're allowed to.
Is there?
See.
Is there an anti-gun culture in the world? Like
that's what I'm saying. Every culture loves a good gun when they're allowed to, but you go to like the UK and they're like, no, we can't have that.
Well, they like guns. They just
do. They can't have it.
You go to a military vehicle show and there's the guys that sell the deactivated guns there. It'll make you cry when you see a deactivated artillery Luger. You just cry.
Yeah. Oh God, really?
Yeah. Or these really nice overdone shotguns that they cut them off and they deactivate them, but they cut them off like they're ghetto with a hacksaw.
Why?
Oh, yeah. Stacks of PKs, stacks of AKs, stacks of Sterlings. All deactivated.
What about bullpups?
There's probably a couple. I don't remember specifically seeing like piles of Steyr Og.
Yeah.
It wouldn't come out. It just wouldn't come out.
That just got stuck on the runway. Okay, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the cool ones that you can only get in Europe, but you can't get here.
Oh, like a FAMAS?
Yeah.
You can get a FAMAS if you got the right amount of money.
Yeah. Is it sacrilege? Is it sacrilege to get like a welded up?
Oh, over there, you don't see like they deactivated thousands of Bren guns that were like brand new, and it's worth more to them to make a deac out of it than it is to cut it up and ship it over here.
Okay.
They also in European countries, deactivation means totally different things than what it does here. Like from what I understand, they can have pretty much working receivers. It just has to have like a plug in the barrel, and it has to have some certain. It's less like here. The ATF makes you torch cut everything.
They've gotten harder on the DX because a lot of times they're welded up with the receivers there. But everything's welded in there, and the barrels have big old holes drilled in them and everything. So and the bolt faces are cut off. And
if you buy
they'll deface the bolt faces.
If you buy a deactivated gun there, can you bring it back to America?
No,
that's what
the
receiver's
still there.
Oh.
The receiver is still intact, so they still. Oh. Yeah, ATF considers that a gun.
Because
once a machine gun, always a machine gun.
Yep.
Oh, okay, damn it.
Unless you cut it up. And then remove the, make it into a semi-auto basically, and then
if it's a semi-auto-able gun like an AK or something, you could, I guess, cut it up, use the same receiver, fill in the full auto holes, and then re-weld it again, and it would be legal, which is absolutely retarded.
Well, one of the sad things that happened in gun history is all the L1A ones that the British deactivated or cut up that we ended up here as parts skips were all semi-auto. The British didn't issue L1A ones full auto.
Yes, so those could have totally come to America, you bastards.
They could have been all imported. Yes.
Yeah.
Imported just the way they were.
Sacrilege. Damn it.
But the Brits. Yeah. The Brits have. They must. That's what I understand. So.
Yeah. If they ever do, which will never happen, but if anybody ever made the L85s, is that what it is? L85?
Yeah.
The current.
Yeah.
production bullpup. I would absolutely buy one if they ever made a civilian legal one. But
yeah. Speaking of sacrilege, I do want to take like a quick moment just to R.I.P. Robbie Coltrane. Okay, do you know who that is?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Hagrid. Hagrid.
That was Hagrid?
Yes.
Yeah, he played Hagrid.
He was the guy who played Hagrid. There he goes as Hagrid.
Wow,
right there.
I've never seen him without the fuzz.
Yeah,
exactly. He looks weird without it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. Yeah, big fan of Harry Potter. So he passed. R.I.P. He was in James Bond movies as well. A couple of James Bond movies with Pierce Brosnan. Let me see. Pierce Brosnan is my third best James Bond, I think, ranked. Yeah, my third best. Like Sean Connery is right on top because you got to respect the original classic.
Sean Connery, the woman beater.
Okay,
go easy.
Go easy.
Yeah. Did you ever see his interview where they were Oprah or somebody was like, "Is it ever okay to
sometimes she just needs
a
smacked bottom."
Yeah, sometimes she just needs a smack.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Apparently Sean Connery said something. But listen, we don't know the context of the smacked bottom. If that's a voluntary smacked bottom, it's all good. You know, you can't hate. You can't hate on a voluntary smacked bottom. Also, I read like a thing about him that one time his wife got mad at him, Sean Connery, and she hit him so hard she broke her hands, and he was fine.
Broke her own hand.
Yeah,
that sounds like
that
sounds like a Chuck. It sounds like a Chuck Norris thing.
Yeah. Chuck Norris hit you so hard your wife's face broke.
Your wife hit you so hard her grandmother's hand broke.
Yeah. Shelly Fungus is in here asking us what are we talking about moderators and wants to know if you could put a picture of Speedo into the can I put a picture of Speedo, me and my Speedo, on the Discord in cowboy boots? Yes, that's fine. That's allowed.
So.
It's allowed. Yeah, if it's
allowed.
not nudity. If it's not nudity, it's allowed. But we will show it. We're going to take a break.
Be mean to each other.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. All right, we are back, yo. Let's see. I'll throw up what's going on in Discord. Gen Champ Jr. is out there. He says Stacks Racks and Mac 11s. There you go. From Gen Champ Jr. Okay, so Walter is against that, but Walter, that's fine according to the rules. What's wrong with a dude, you know?
What'd you just say? Listen to what you just said.
What? What did I just say? I don't know.
Say what you just said again and listen to yourself.
What did I don't know what I said. I said
according to the
rules.
I thought we didn't. Never mind.
The rules are be nice to each other, right, Patrick? Be nice.
That's it. Yeah. And
no dick pics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's a pretty good set of rules.
If the dingus is not actually exposed, which
it's not pornography.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay. Have at it. Speedos are welcome. Just keep your Speedo in your Speedo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Hate your European ways are welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, did BabyFace throw something in the Discord?
Look at that hashtag cursed gun right there. Pull that up
with an AK stock on it.
What? What is that? Okay. All right,
Walter, get on that.
Hey, I could do that with this so easy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, put an underfolder on the back.
You know what I rediscovered today? I have a superlative arms gas piston system made for a pistol. I didn't forgot all about it. I even had it.
So why don't you break down for the people here? Maybe I'll throw this up in a short or something. Break down for the people what that gun is you're showing off right there.
Oh,
go for it.
Well, I have two of them here. Okay, this one I just had up here is an AR-15 pistol with a 7.5-inch barrel. Mm-hmm. This is pretty common. I made this muzzle brake, no big deal. But yeah, this is pretty much anybody can with our pistol buffer bolt carrier that's shortened buffer itself, buffer tube. So we have these and we sell this like it is right here, this buffer tube assembly. But the 7.5 inch barrel is pretty common stuff. It's nothing super high tech. This thing runs okay. When you start to get shorter barrels, you run into reliability issues with the AR pistols and the
right.
timing between the time you fire and the time it extracts. So.
Yeah, can we go for the viral monster now? Show us the viral monster that you are.
I don't have the viral monster. That's Richard Hughes' person. That's Richard.
Well,
so for folks that want to see it, if you go to Safety Harbor Firearms Instagram account, there's a picture of a little AR pistol that I helped Richard Hughes create, and that has 215,481 views, or actually 227,000 views. So. I'm not bragging or anything. It just happened, I'm gonna say,
Okay, let's throw that up here. Which one is it? It's
right. It's the one.
This one
on the that there. Yep, that one there.
Boom. Okay, so this is Flying Rich's gun.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about that too. The barrel assembly, the front end, that handguard and barrel came from KAK, Cat Inc. I cut off the threads because it had threads on it, so it's like a 4 3/4 inch barrel. The back end, the ass end, the buffer tube, that tube is, I had that in the shop here. I bought it years ago at Knob Creek from somebody. It's, you buy stuff and they end up in a box and you don't use them, and then all of a sudden Rich says, hey, I want to beat John Crump at his, building the short AR. And I said, well, come on over. Let's see what we can do. And I found that. I shortened up one of my buffers even shorter because that's shorter than the one that I just showed you. And put some carbide weights in it, kind of made it special, and it works.
Yeah.
Seems to anyways.
Yeah. So now, okay, so do you have your 308 over there?
Yes, the 308
pistol,
right. So
which now show the 308. Here we go. 308 pistol.
This is a 7.5 inch barrel, approximately. There was a 12 inch barrel that I cut off and turned down. I just recently added a pigtail gas tube from Phase 5, the name of the company. They make pigtail gas tubes. This buffer tube is another one that I got from someplace. I don't remember where I got it from. And then I used my shortened carrier and my shortened buffer and put carbide weights in it.
Yeah.
And
give us a good look at it there, man. I might make this a thumbnail. You gotta bring it in towards you so we can see the whole thing. There you go. Because it's so tiny. There you go. Yeah.
Is it, as I said in my massive viral Instagram one, is it short enough for you? Is it short enough for you? Except I didn't have my beautiful face in that one either. So
right, yeah. So that's cool. So that one, do you have that running right yet, or?
At the moment, right now, it runs, I would say, 75% of the time. You get a stovepipe every once in a while.
Okay.
It's again, you have so much pressure going on. The case, the cartridge case doesn't have time to contract after it expands, and then the bolt's trying to rip it out when it's still expanded, and it sometimes just tears right off the back of the case.
Okay.
So, next thing for me is
it's going to take some work.
Next thing is a vented gas port, so I can adjust it, and I think with that I should be able to get it running, so.
Patrick is making such faces.
I don't think it's short enough until I can see the tip of the bullet sticking out.
Oh Lord!
That's when it's short enough.
Are you crazy? Yeah, you just see the nose.
I want you to tap gas directly off the chamber, please.
You've seen some of those AK pistol guys have made. They made AK pistols where it's just barely a little bitty barrel, and it's like,
oh boy.
There's a guy that made a short-barreled shotgun. It's just a side-by-side SBS where the front of the 12-gauge shells stick out the front.
Yeah.
So the guy says he made it for the shorty shells, the little mini shells. But when you put little chamber real shells, the front sticks out.
Yeah. That totally makes sense. That's logical.
Oh, God.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it would be. I mean, actually, get so short. I mean, like with the Keg 12, a 7-inch Keg 12 has a decent amount of recoil, but as you get shorter, even yet, you're going to have less recoil because you're going to have less time to
You're just
create that
blowing
energy from the.
half the powder just gets blown out the end.
Yeah, it's right out the front. Now this AR, this 308 one, it has a little bit of a bark. I'll say that. You'll feel it in your hand when you fire this thing. I was shooting in the bullet trap, and it's like, oh god, here goes. You know, you're like, because you're right there. I mean, when you pull the trigger, you're right by the opening.
Yeah, you're
of the bullet
anticipating.
Trap. Yeah, so things. I've had things fly back out of the bullet trap and be embedded in my hands and stuff like that. So
that is not a good way to sell this to all of us.
I was over there this weekend. Go ahead.
The last time I had an issue was not from a 50 cal. I was test firing that. Actually, I was test firing this little bastard in the bullet trap, and a piece of jacket of the bullet came back and it got stuck in my skin.
Oh.
And it was underneath. I knew it was in there because it poked a hole and it was bleeding. So I just had to leave it there for a while, and it didn't get infected, but you could tell it was still in there because it was still red. And so eventually I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a good push and see what happens. So I got it where I could actually see it, and I grabbed it with a pair of tweezers and got near the top, and I got it, pulled it out. It was about 1/16 of an inch long, or something. Ooh. A piece of, yeah. Yeah.
I was over there this weekend. I saw 308 shell casings all over the place.
Oh, all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I get bitched at for not picking up my mess. I make a mess and I leave it.
So Shelly Fungus says, "Hey Hank, whatever happened to that dude who built the 2A commerce site to compete with Gunbroker and Armslist, who told us we needed to use his site to save the 2A? Laugh out loud." Well, 2A Commerce sponsors the show. They're still out there. They built our website. They've got that and a whole bunch of different things going. So they're still out there.
I think
they write a lot of they write a lot of software or code or whatever for the internet. But 2A Commerce is still out there. Okay. As well as obviously Armslist is out there, and Gunbroker being the king. Gunbroker's kind of old, so I'm with Gunbroker getting updated. So it's kind of old, and
Isn't there? Did I just see something where there's a reincarnation of not Gunbroker, but
Armslist?
No, Armslist has been out there.
No, the hosting the Gunstreamer. There's a reincarnation of Gunstreamer.
Yeah. I don't know who. Shelly Fungus says the guy who built a site to buy and sell guns. I don't know. 2A. So
It's not because Armslist is still out there.
Yeah. And 2A. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The 2A Gun Show belongs to 2A Commerce, which sponsors the show here, and they're still out there. Absolutely, they're still out there. We've got some things in the works with them, but I can't talk about it yet. So that's the issue. Unless you're talking about someone else, but we'll figure it out, and we will get the folks from 2A Commerce here on the show. We're in the news section. I do want to cover some news, so I'm just going to search here for a second. And
okay, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just gonna search.
Don't pay any attention to that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys follow VSO. Patrick let me know about this. And big shout out to VSO Gun Channel. Unfortunately, it seems like YouTube demonetized them, which is bullshit. He says, "Hi, the VSO Gun Channel. During a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the videos you uploaded to your channel, the VSO Gun Channel. We found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with our YouTube partner program policies. As of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize. You will not have access to monetization tools." So that is bullshit. Which I'm going to put here. Go ahead.
How many years has he been monetized?
VSO's been doing this a lot longer than me, man.
So
VSO's got to be like 12, 15 years running his channel. They
just realized this?
VSO, what's the guy's name? I can't think of his name offhand. He was saying that he's been on here since... Curtis. Yeah. I think he said in the thing there that he had been on here been on YouTube since 2006?
Makes sense,
2007?
Yeah. Very smart guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart guy. They do really good stuff. It's bullshit. I hope people out there... I'm not sure what their backup plan is here. Maybe they're on Patreon, I think, but Or are they on subscribe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, if you are so inclined, having Curtis on the show would be interesting. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah. I'll reach out to him. He's been on the show. He's been on the show in the past. We probably should get him to come back on now that this is going on. I'll work on that for you guys. I'm going to be traveling, so I think we're doing the show today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then I'll probably be traveling for the next couple of weeks, but I'll try to do at least Monday's show. Go ahead.
Shelly Fungus said, "Why don't I wear gloves?" Normally I do when I do this kind of when I do test firing, but that one time, of course, what Walt didn't do. Walt didn't put on a pair of gloves. So right. Walt got a piece of metal in his hand. I've been to Hank's. Was that one time at your Hank's where I had that outer battery with the PPSH 41 or whatever, and piece of metal got my hand there too, but
no.
Maybe
I don't know.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Or I was either that, or I was.
I do not claim memory of knowledge of anything that happened untoward to anybody on the premises.
I don't blame. You don't have to do a disclaimer. I don't blame anybody when something like that happens. I mean,
maybe I remember that.
Mm-hmm. I should take some photos of those out of battery shells, the casings that I have.
Mm-hmm.
They're so mangled and disfigured, you can't even hardly tell they're a cartridge case. So
you get a blowout.
For you people that always talk bad about the Tokarev round 7.62 by 25, don't fuck with it out of battery.
That is Tokarev is not. Tokarev is not to be fucked with.
Yeah, what round do you want out of battery? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you don't want any round out of battery, but
that's it.
I had a 22 Magnum out of battery one time, but it didn't do
there's a lot of powder in a 22 Magnum, so there's a lot of bang on 22 Magnum.
Yeah, that didn't. It was like a prototype that I was messing around with.
No, Tokarev is. Well, the Tokarev round is a mean little round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, anyways, live and learn.
Shelly Fungus. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Walt. I was gonna.
No, usually when I test fire now, or I do some bizarre stuff, I try to put on. I always have a face mask on.
Okay.
And,
trying to be like Eric now.
Some gloves.
Yeah.
Well, not a welder's helmet. I don't have a welder's helmet on.
Well, I didn't blow it out, but I deafened myself for a good 2 days one time because I was showing off at the range with out of battery. I guess it was out of battery. I had an out of battery with a 9mm on my little shorty 9mm AR. Yeah. And I was showing it off because people were like, "Oh, that's really cool. It's quiet." I was like, "Yeah, you don't even need ear pro." Click, 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 click. Boom! Right up the side. And I was like, "Jesus fucking Christ, that was loud."
Okay. There's a couple of things I want to do. Shout out to Cruiseman. He says he had his birthday last week, so happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
You got a nice raise at work. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you.
Hey, that is worth that's worth a beer in the bar.
Yeah, Jen Champ Jr. said, who is it that said that? Yeah, we need. I think he put Gorn tube, but I think he means Gorn tube. So there you go.
By now.
Shooting Gallery, and he said.
Well, we do have a chat. If anybody wants to post Gorn, let's look at all the Gorn. It's in that Discord.
Yeah, let's see. I'll go back to the Gorn section of the Discord. Let me go back.
There's
to
nothing
the
new, but there is a Gorn section just for you guys.
Yeah. So if you go on there and go on #Gorn, and Night Train put that AK pistol in there. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And we could flip through, and everyone's stuff will be in there, and we could show off your guns like that. See. So when we get bored here or whatever, we can flip through and show up. Show off your stuff.
If I remember, I'm at the shop. I'll take some pictures of those 7.62 by 25 out of battery cases and show you what they look like. Yeah.
So the other stuff I want to talk about. Hold on. No, don't want to do that. I'm trying to get back to. Okay. So the other thing I want to talk about, in relation to talking about that Gorn tube, is news. Since we're in the news section, we got the 3 minutes. This will probably bleed over a little bit. Out of news, let's see. Going on in news. Okay, did you guys... go ahead, what are you going to say, Patrick?
Yeah, talk about Kanye West. Buying up... Or is it Ye? Is that what he goes by? Ye.
Ye.
Buying up... oh, God, he got baited into
Parler.
that somehow.
Parler, of all places. Why? Why would Kanye want to buy Parler?
Purchase.
Yeah, why, Kanye? Why do you want to buy Parler of all things?
I don't know why he thought that was a good idea.
No one uses Parler. The Parler is a good idea. I saw the Parler guy, the CEO of Parler, on Fox Business talking to Maria Bartoloma, if I said it right.
The video that Jin Champ Jr. just put in there is exactly what happened to me, but I was pissing around without my ear pro on because I had a suppressor on the front.
Where did he put it? Oh, hold on. Yeah,
Discord.
Check in the main chat section. Yeah, check that. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this is exactly what happened.
Ooh, that's
Boom,
never
right out
nice.
the side, and I was like,
Ooh.
I was deaf for a solid 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Right in my right ear, I had a ringing for like 2.5 days. It was awful.
Yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun. So yeah, anyway, I saw the CEO of Parler on there, and apparently what they've done is they're selling Parler to Kanye West. Whatever they sold it for is not announced, and then they're gonna run the back end of that. But you know, those bastards, I think they got over on Kanye. Yeah.
I think they have.
Yeah, he got duped. I don't think Parler is not really that good. Yeah.
I think he got duped because, to me, it seems like he made an emotional decision. He was like, I'm tired of people, you got kicked off Twitter, I'm tired of people being shitty, and I think he probably made some sort of emotional decision. I'm going to buy this, and I'll show them.
But why Parler? Why Parler?
Have you watched Futurama?
Yes.
Where Bender's like, I'm just going to build my own casinos with hookers and cocaine. I think that's what he did.
Yeah, why Parler? I mean, I have Parler. I went there today. I didn't even have an account on Parler, and I signed up for Parler before, but my account got deleted. Remember, the accounts got deleted? So I went there. Here, I'm going to show you guys my thing. So I went there. I went to Parler. Okay. I signed up and everything. I don't even know how to post something on here. And then it's a bunch of ads. What the hell is that?
He got duped.
Yeah.
Toodles.
Yeah. So Kanye West, damn, dude, you just got jacked out of some money. Yes, it's messed up. It's messed up that Twitter kicked him, and I think Instagram kicked him. You know, he was out there doing some anti-Semitic stuff, which even the Lord, Black Baby Jesus, knows.
But you know what?
You don't
we
do
do
that.
have that thing called freedom of speech. So.
You do 100%.
Not on there, you don't.
Well, 100%. I mean,
Yeah.
You might not like what somebody says, so if you don't like it, don't listen.
That's how it should be. Yes.
Yeah. I think he should have partnered up with some other place. I mean, I don't like Truth Social either, but geez, Kanye West, that's not going to help you.
I think he should have. You know what?
MySpace. Buy
Musk
MySpace.
is having. No, buy MySpace. Musk is not wanting to buy Twitter because of how much it costs. He should have partnered up with them. What?
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, so Walter is in the background signing up, trying to get back into Parler. You're going to have to create your account all over again. That's what I had to do. Yeah, but no one's on Parler. Is anyone on there? Yeah. Shelly Fungus says Parler is worth $0. No one uses it. Ye can bring people over, though. I hope that Kanye didn't pay any money or didn't pay a lot. Let's say he bought it for like a couple of $100,000 and then he builds it up and maybe sells it for 30-40 million. Flips it. Yeah.
He's got the money for a good couple mil. I'd say if he only spent that and he can draw a crowd to it, then I'd say
hopefully he didn't drop like 30 mil or 60 mil or 100 mil. Allegedly, he has $2 billion, but Kanye West is batshit crazy, so who knows what he has, and who's taking advantage of it, not taking advantage.
I'm not even going to try this. I'm done with that. Boom.
Here's my thing. Kanye West is very creative, right? He's a really creative guy, but he's crazy. I'm sorry. And I see like the conservative world, conservative Hollywood is always jumping on that Kanye West bandwagon. Kanye West is batshit crazy.
Why, Hank? I can tell you why, but I'm going to ask you, why are conservatives jumping on that bandwagon?
Because he's a black dude speaking their language. He's speaking their language.
Because you can use him as your black guy. And
exactly. Oh, you're right.
It's exactly what it is. I think
if you're going to get a black guy, don't get Kanye West.
I think when you get to that level, it's just everybody's just looking to use.
Kanye's
I don't think
nuts.
there's anybody legitimately out there trying to.
One day Kanye is like, white lives matter, and Walter and I had this conversation. Of course, to me personally, every life matters. So the crazy idea that we got to say like white lives matter, black lives matter, red lives matter, yellow, orange, green, every life matters. Okay, fine. He says that one day, everyone's happy about that, and then he flips the next day, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going DEFCON 3 on all Jewish people," or on the Jews or whatever it is. He's nuts. He's big time. Kanye West is big time crazy. Okay.
It is kind of amazing that there seems to be one particular group of people that you can't say shit about. I'm just gonna say that.
Well,
you can say anything you want about anybody else.
Well, yeah, and let's. I don't want to. I don't want to start a shit show.
Did you ever see before you start the shit show, Walt? Did you ever see Rick and Morty had an episode about this? It was.
No, was it when they were still good?
It was Vindicators 2. In Vindicators 2, Rick gets really drunk and says something. He does a Saw thing, and these people have to answer questions. And he said something. He said something about Jewish people in there, and everybody's like, "You do you, bro. I don't know, bro." and even Rick, sober, is like, "I was drunk.
Well,
I don't claim any responsibility."
Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Go ahead, Walt. Go for it.
The entertainment industry is run by certain folks, and if you don't jump into that bandwagon, you get Kanye probably. Mm-hmm. So he's probably experienced a little bit of that being blacklisted, kind of, or pushed to the side. Because he doesn't play he doesn't bow, he doesn't pray to the. Who
are you talking about? Kanye West? Kanye West?
Yeah, Kanye West. Yeah. So as soon as you don't play their game, you get.
That's Hollywood in general too. I mean,
you get done to what they don't want to be done to.
Right. So, okay, a couple of things in there. Hollywood is run by a lot of different people. There are a big group of Jewish people in Hollywood, but there's a lot of people in Hollywood that are running Hollywood. There's a big group of gay people that run Hollywood, Jewish.
Yeah, but they don't run it.
Different things.
They don't run. Yeah. The gay folks don't run Hollywood.
Well, some of them are Jewish. Some of them are Jewish and gay.
There's only this many gay folks in Hollywood, okay?
Oh, there's a lot. But
and
this is not. I don't think that's where his problem came from. I think his problem
producers,
came from
money.
I think his problem came from his clothing line or the shoes, or that he got jacked on his clothing line. I think he had a deal going with the Gap, and he also had a deal going with Adidas, and he got jacked on those deals.
Let me give you some news. Who's big into clothing?
Okay, can I say this? I understand exactly the point.
I understand. You just keep saying it.
No, I understand the point that you're trying to make, but I want to say this to you. In the entertainment business, which you're right, in all of these businesses, a lot of the people who are established in there are gangster as fuck. They rob from everyone. They steal from everyone. They steal equally from their own people. Or if we're gonna put this down to being Jewish people, they steal from Jewish people. They steal from everyone. They do. Kanye West going into business with them, or anyone going into business with anyone, and then those people jack him up and then blaming. It's like I go into business with a white guy and he jacks me up, and I'm like, I'm going to DEFCON 3 with the white people because
some do.
The white people always be jacking me. Everyone's criminal. Everyone's a criminal out there. This is the game.
I'd like to have a private conversation and see why he feels like he feels.
I understand. I get and I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is we need to realize that we're dealing with criminals. Like, all of this stuff has been run by gangs, mobs, and criminals for a long time.
Yeah. But you can't put... Anyways, never mind. Let's move on.
Yeah. No, but this is what they do, right? Like, criminals.
We have this society where we put certain people on pedestals because of the past.
Yeah.
And the past doesn't mean nothing.
I'm not putting anyone on a pedestal. What I'm saying to you is, if you're Kanye West or anyone else out there, and you're going into business with people, okay, Most of the people that have money in the world are straight up criminals. That's how you get there. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. I get it. I understand. But most people out there that have money are criminals. They had to scratch and claw and commit crimes to get there. So tell me who's wealthy and didn't commit any crime? Who's wealthy and didn't commit crimes to get there?
What do you mean by wealthy? Because to me, wealthy is
what do you mean by wealthy?
250 grand a year. I consider you wealthy.
Oh, that's not fucking.
Those people are out there committing
that's
crimes.
Not wealthy. No, that's not wealthy.
Okay, the
billionaires,
the billionaires of the world. Billionaires of the world. Yeah, money that is. Look, if you're dealing with the Gap, how did the Gap get to where they are? How did Adidas get to where they are? You're literally talking about people that are making clothing and shoes in sweatshops. Mm-hmm. This is how they're making their money, and then you're mad that you're getting jacked. Well, this is the game.
Get in the game and jack somebody, bitch.
Yeah, there's no honor amongst thieves. That's the point I'm making to you. There's no honor amongst thieves. Anyway, when you get jacked, don't get surprised that you get jacked. Like, do you guys trust politicians?
Do you
trust the government?
You know how the gun clicks are, right?
Yes.
Well, yes.
You know how the gun clicks work, right? You felt the force of the gun clicks. It works the same way in all these businesses. There's clicks, whether it's whether it's a business click or a click based on somebody's religion, which is out there.
There are,
and it works in all sides and all.
I know Walt. I know what you're saying from personal experience, and if you notice, I'm not arguing it. I remember a long time ago when I lived in New York City. I had a friend of mine that was from Gambia. And he wanted to get into business selling shoes and stuff like that. So I was helping him start his business. Now he's Muslim, and
if you're Muslim,
I was helping him. He didn't speak English that good and all that kind of stuff. He was just coming here, all of that. So I was helping him get these deals together to buy sneakers and stuff like that. And we sat down to try to buy a bunch of sneakers from a Hasidic Jewish businessman, and he told us straight up, he didn't try to go I'm going to add extra money to this to sell you the shoes.
I ain't just going to sell them to you.
He just said straight up, I'm not selling it to you. Boom, just like that. Okay. Yep. Now I'm not Muslim. My friend was Muslim. I think that's his number one problem with that. The guy
I wonder why.
Right.
I wonder why.
So I get it. I get all of that, but you can't. It's not like what. That's it. I'm going to war, because everyone out here is a criminal. The government is criminal. The politicians, everyone out there is a criminal. People are committing crimes to get over. Do you know how the Biden family is getting rich off of the people in the Ukraine and other places around the world that they've jacked up?
But everybody's not criminal.
Yeah. Stop. Who's not criminal? Just tell me. Who's the billionaires out there that they didn't do? The guy who founded Facebook basically stole it from some twin dudes. Who's not criminal?
So, you know what? If you sell your business for $50,000 like Bill Gates bought some of his stuff for, and you do it, and then he makes billions of dollars off that, you shouldn't have sold it, should you?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everyone. So, for example.
I mean, if you're like what's happened with musicians, you're down on your luck, man. You can't pay the rent. You don't. It's like, hey, man, I'll give you 15 grand. We'll call it. It's all mine. Oh yeah, sure. Gone. And then you make $500 million off it for the next 50 years. That's life in the big city, unfortunately.
Yeah, you messed up because you did that. And what I'm saying to you, Kanye West wasn't born broke or anything like that.
No.
His mother was
white family, as a matter of fact, didn't he?
No, his mom was well off. I don't think he knows his dad, but his mom was highly educated, well off. She took care of him. He got a decent education, and he from his skills and his genius and all that, he was able to build this rap fortune. Of course, he got jacked in that, right? He got jacked in that, man. But he became wealthy. Now he's expanded from that to $2 billion by doing all these other deals, selling sneakers, Yeezys, and selling all this stuff. By the way, it's worn by the same people that he's going DEF CON on, because you know who buys music, like including rap music? White people. You know who's buying the Yeezys? The rich white people. And yes, some of them are Jewish. That's who I see wearing that. I don't wear Yeezys. Who wears Yeezys out there?
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So
that's Kanye West's shoes. So what I'm saying, he went up to this level, and then he got mad that they jacked him, and that they, you know, they stole money from him, and this is why he made this crazy comment. And I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying, like, when you go into business with people, you have to realize, especially if these people are somewhat above you, they got there by clawing and fighting their way up. So, for example, Walt, you and I did a business deal with some friends of mine that you know, right? You did a business deal with them. Did they or did they not try to get at you? Do you know what I'm talking about? It happens.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the deal. I
yeah,
made the deal.
It's business. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't get mad about it. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, you just get smart about it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We'll
no,
finish
here's what I'm gonna say. I just want to say that I think Kanye West is crazy. The crazy people make good points, and that I won't argue. They make good points, but he's still really nuts, and that's what everyone needs to remember about that guy.
And let me just say something. Everybody's nuts in a certain way. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. There is that.
You were asking me about DDI one time. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I got two behind me. Hey, okay, so they made shotguns too?
Well, they imported these from China.
That's what they were importing.
Yes. I did have, I swore I had one of their guns I bought from Centerfire Systems where they had to re-rivet them. And in the process of grinding off the rivets, they marked the receivers. And Centerfire sold those as like blems. And I swore I had one here someplace. It must be here somewhere. I don't know.
That looks good. Does it run? It run good? It runs good?
You know, I can't remember shooting this thing.
Oh my. Right.
Probably what happened was I bought this. I might have shot it like in the bullet trap or something, and then I put it away, and I haven't touched it since.
Is it modified at all? Did you?
No,
did you
this is exactly the way I got it.
Oh, there you go, Patrick. That might be a video right there.
Yeah.
DD.
To do what? What do you mean?
I don't know why he was asking you about DDI in the first place. I'm not sure.
Because I bought two AK-74s that the company the ones that I bought were before DDI. But I was curious what DDI was about. These were Waffenwerks. Okay. And Waffenwerks has a very sordid history of some being really good and some being real shit.
Mm.
Yeah, DDI, like I said, DDI was bought out by, I believe, the Palmetto State Armory guys, their company.
I think so, yeah, but I don't think they retain.
Yeah, they were in Knoxville, I believe, Tennessee. DDI was, I think, or somewhere over there. They basically closed that facility, and you know Troy that I talk about. Troy that works, the manufacturer that does the AK stuff. He was helping them get their stuff all figured out for the AKs, and then there was some bad feelings when that.
Oh wait, you're not. Yeah, you're talking. There was a guy.
Troy Sellers.
Oh, okay. There was a couple.
Troy Sellers was helping the DDI folks, and then, Then when it was bought out, they closed the whole place, and all the people lost their jobs. And
yeah. You know who would know a lot about the DDI? Because I remember Mac was in their gun store in Copper Custom. They had a lot of DDI stuff back in the
Troy Sellers. That's In Range Inc.
In Range C2. In Range C2.
Yeah.
Yep.
C2. Yeah. Okay.
So
I was gonna say that name sounds really familiar. I had to Google it to remember. Yeah, that's In Range guy. He built some nice stuff, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does good work. It's funny too because me and Troy were talking amongst each other about coming out with an AK pistol, about the same time that Palmetto State did theirs. So after that, I was just like, no, I don't think so now. So because I thought there'd be a huge market for AK pistol, and guess what? 9mm.
Yeah.
And guess what?
There
is.
Not so easy.
Yeah,
not so
you
easy.
can't now. No way.
Yeah. Why did you decide not to compete, Walt?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
what was the problem?
I'm not, I'm not cray cray. So,
yeah.
I mean, there are things I will. Speak. Hot off the wires. Guess what I bought over the weekend, Patrick?
Oh boy, I know what the answer is. I'm gonna stay out.
And there's two of them.
Oh no, what is it?
I bought a B&T APC9, and I bought a B&T GM something or other.
GM9, yeah. That's the two versions of it, right?
Well, one has, I think, one is $2,400 and the other one's $1,600.
Yeah. It's one is like their primo Cadillac, and one is their like lesser expensive.
For the commoners.
And just before Babyface says anything, I already called dibs.
So the reason I purchased, for everybody listening out there in the world here, if you hear this later on, the reason I purchased these because we're going to make stocks for them.
So that makes sense to me. Yeah,
and I have to have them in the shop to do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
So
somebody offered to let me use theirs, and I said no. Not
you need to have them on file.
Yeah,
because they get scratched, and you know.
Yeah. I hear good things about them. I just can't bring myself to spend $2,600 on.
Well,
them.
So can I tell the story of this for a second, Walt? Because I witnessed it.
Sure.
Yeah. So Walt.
That's right. You were there. It's funny. Yeah.
Walt wanted to buy these things, but even to Walt, it was a little bit pricey.
It's a lot of money.
A little pricey. So Walt kind of had to
both of them together. Yes, it comes into a very large.
Mm-hmm.
So I happened to be there when Walt got approval from the
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance gave approval. Walt didn't even waste 2 seconds.
It just
he was just
right to the because I
like a
Peggy
child.
was like, you could go ahead, Walt, you could get it. Walt was like,
and the bad part was I
in.
get down in front of the computer and I think it's named the company's Omaha Guns or something like that. They had both of them in stock, which is rare because those guns are they come and go real quick.
Yeah.
And these are both Glock mag guns too, which is cool. So
you got the Glock version. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them in the proprietary B&T mag, or you get them Glock. I chose Glock.
Why would you get proprietary B&T when you... the B&T, have you seen what those mags cost?
What are they,
probably,
40, 30, 40?
50 or $60, something like that. They're crazy expensive.
Yeah. And I got a pile of Glock mags, so it's not a problem.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I had looked at it the previous day online, and what happened was a customer came into the shop, a young guy, and he's driving this jacked up diesel truck, and I heard him roll in, and so I get a phone call. Somebody wants to talk to you. Come on over. So I go over that side, and he's like, "You got to make these stocks, man, because, B&T wants $650, $700 for their stock."
Ooh,
yes, they do.
Yeah.
If I can make it and sell for $350 or $400, I'm selling them as fast as I can make them.
Yeah, because it's Swiss. It's Swiss made, man. Come on.
Well,
I'm being sarcastic. I like Swiss-made stuff too.
I will say, Walter, I don't know if you want to go down this rabbit hole because it's even more expensive. B&T now makes a front end, a bolt-on front end for those. That is their SD. So it's a integrally suppressed whole front end. All you do is unbolt, take the original barrel out, and the SD bolts right in, and you're ready to go.
B&T makes cool stuff. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
B&T can come on here anytime. We just can't afford it.
Prices.
We're not TFB TV or anything like that. We're going to take a quick break. We're coming right back.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Did you read that?
So something coming from the Discord. You want me to share this?
It was news. I wanted to figure we would talk about it.
Okay. Let me just throw my 2 cents in here. That's bioweapon, right? Right?
Oh boy.
80%. They have increased it to an 80% mortality rate.
So let's just read this headline. Let's read this headline for people out there who are listening on audio. So it's the headline. This is from Fox News. Boston University researchers claim to have developed new, more lethal COVID strain in lab. And as Patrick just said, Boston University added a spike protein from the Omicron variant with the original Wuhan strain, which has an 80% kill rate.
Lovely,
So,
and that's smart.
can-
That's what we should be doing.
Can I just ask? I'd like to dig a little deeper than this. Who's funding this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I can
didn't
tell
think
you
about
who's
that
funding
one.
it.
Yeah.
America.
And who's keeping it from accidentally getting out?
Nobody. That's the answer to that one. Nobody's keeping it from accident.
Does anybody?
Everything gets out.
Stop and go like, this is not a great idea that we're doing here. This might be a really bad idea, in fact.
I mean, let's be honest. We're always developing viruses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but yeah, we're always doing. Who does it? Who's fucking with everything? People, human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just go back to B&T socks and keep life simple?
Yeah. Well, listen, the zombie apocalypse virus already exists. It's out there. At some point,
Probably.
that will accidentally get out. My prediction is it's getting out in that, what is the name of that gel stuff everyone thinks they're cleaning their hands with? What is that?
KY?
No,
KY?
what is that stuff?
Yeah.
No, not KY. Oh
Imagine
my
if you had to
god.
wash your hands with KY every day.
What's wrong
This
with
is
you,
greasy, slimy.
Look here.
That antibacterial gel thing.
Hank Strange, you want to plot for a new movie?
Go ahead, hit me with it.
Where did all this gel stuff? Where was it all? Most of it made.
China.
You got my plot? You
how
feeling my
COVID
vibe
came
on
here
the
was
plot?
through that?
This was already in a. I'm trying to remember who wrote the story where.
You put that stuff in that hand cleaner, which you think you're getting all safe and everything, and you infect every fucking buddy.
Yeah.
Except us crazy people that said it was all a thing.
No, everybody dying. But guess what? You know how many times we've killed off everyone on the planet? Whoever's inhabited this planet and been the dominant species has probably clicked that apocalypse button many times. We're like, I think we dated the planet at 5 billion years. We clicked that button a couple times in 5 billion years.
Can I just make my B&T stock and you can kill each other and have fun and all that stuff? Yeah.
Listen, we've got Gorn. I want to share something really cool. So first of all, I think we were just mentioning PSA. Let me share this. This is a upper I put together with the PSA dudes.
I think that's a lower, not an upper.
What did I say upper? I know. Lower. My bad. Sorry, Patrick. This is why you're around. This and making baby chrome vanadiums. That's why you're around, Patrick. Yeah. By the way, I should have asked for everyone else out there Is everyone invited to the Chrome Vanadium baby shower?
If you are currently sitting on the podcast, then yes.
Oh, but the people's.
My house cannot facilitate that many people.
I'm just starting trouble.
Okay, here's the official interweb podcast name. It's Vanadium P.
Vanadium P.
Vanadium P.
Oh boy.
Chrome Vanadium.
Yeah, Vanadium P. So listen, check it out though. Our friends at Liberty Suppressors, a box came from the Liberty Suppressor dudes today.
Oh.
Check that out, Liberty Suppressors. There it goes. I'm gonna open it. If I already know what it is, it's the Leonidas Gen 2. Let's see, can we get that to? I gotta block my eyes. How the hell do I do this?
I like that.
Just take my word for it. Anyway, it's the Leonidas Gen 2 that's here. And it's in this box. It's an upper. Oh, there you go. Nice upper in there. I have not taken this out of here. I'm going to see what it comes with.
Hang on a second. That's an integrally suppressed thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. There's some nice stickers in there. There you go. That one is Major League Suppressors. There you go. Sticker. This is Liberty Suppressors warranty and everything comes with it. So that's cool. We could put that here on the side. So now, for the first time, it's coming out of the box. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. The box is probably going to go on the floor. There we go. So, integrally suppressed, 5.56, titanium, the new
that's
hotness.
the 5.56 one?
Yeah, this is the 5.56, the Leonidas. The Zulu is the 300 blackout.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put
I think
this.
you're backwards there.
Wait. Yeah, isn't
I
the
think
Zulu?
the Leonidas is the 300
Wait,
blackout,
hold on.
and the Zulu is the 5.56.
You know what? We got to pull up Liberty.
Look at the hole in the end. Is it a 22 or a 30 cal in the end? That's a 30 cal.
He don't know what the fuck he's got. It probably says it on the box, bonehead.
Yeah, they'll say it in the box, on the box.
I'm gonna get like Richard from. Just shoot him in the back of the head. That's all.
Wait, is I thought the Leonidas. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the website. Hold on. Let me see. In my opinion, I thought the Zulu was a 300 blackout.
Pretty sure the Zulu is a 5.6.
Okay, let's go to Liberty suppressors.
Okay. The box.
Let's go to the. No, we can go to the website. It's cool. We can share. And actually, Dave will be coming on here at some point.
Okay.
Leonidas Gen 2 is built for 300 blackout.
The Leonidas. Okay. Okay. There you go.
The Zulu is the really cool ass one that's 5.5. Not saying that isn't cool.
Right. Okay.
I was just highly impressed with the Zulu. I thought that was cool. So.
Okay. So all right. Let me Leonidas.
Well, I just bought a can for a customer. Just bought one of his cans. So,
nice.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's the specs of it. Of course, Babyface is correct. So this happens from time to time. He's correct. Let's take a look at him. See if he has a smug. Oh yeah, he's got a smug face.
I'm just looking at pictures of the Leonidas on their website.
Yeah. Okay. He's got the smug face.
You and your smug face.
So yes, integrally suppressed 300 blackout upper. There you go. So here's all the stats of it. So there you go. Leonidas titanium core saves almost half a pound of muzzle weight. There you go for only $280 more. So, boom. All right, now while we're here talking and going over stuff, now that we've settled what caliber it is, good thing I figured that out. Before.
Gen Champ Jr. asked how much.
Wait, it should be on there. It just came off. Yeah, it just came off of the.
It depends on if you provide parts or not, something like that.
Yeah, there's some different. Are they allowing with this new one? Are they building the whole thing with this one? I know in the past. In the past, I was able to send them stuff, and then it's cheaper.
The Leonidas Gen 2. If you send them your rifle parts, it is $11.75, which isn't terrible. Mm-hmm. So if you send them all the parts, if they provide all the parts, it is $22.95.
Okay, there you go. Now here it goes, complete gun. Boom.
Yeah, that's a one-stamp gun right there.
Yes. So the beauty of this is, it's still a rifle because it's rifle length, but it's a suppressor. So that's all you're getting a tax stamp for on that one.
Single stamp gun, and it is. I remember when we shot the Gen 1 that it is crazy quiet.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. We haven't had a chance to shoot it yet and compare it. We're going to be able to do all of that. You guys will see that video stuff coming up. And of course, we'll have David Sailors of Liberty on here. Gen Champ Jr. says, "Can I thread a second can onto it?" Asking for a friend.
Second can?
He needs extra suppression.
Yeah, extra suppression.
A potato.
That's a good question that we can. Yeah, we could ask. We'll ask David that when he comes on.
I'm gonna get that. What?
Yeah. So there you go.
I didn't really finish the story about the B&T, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. I was just okay. Go ahead, Walt.
So
go ahead.
So as Hank was saying, as soon as I got the approval, I immediately hit the laptop, and we're sitting in my kitchen, and I'm trying to order it, and I get it all together, and I hit the button, and it's saying no. It wouldn't let it go through, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, what? Me and Lola's I'm looking at it, everything's perfect. All the data's perfect. Everything's right. And I'm like, I got the approval, and I can't get it. And it's like, so we go to the shop.
Walter immediately couldn't think about anything else at that point.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. I'm not going to say shit about that.
People are squawking over here. I hear people talking. It's like, shut up. I'm trying to get this done. It's like,
yeah.
So we get to the shop. I put the stuff in. Boom, it goes right in. So it must have been something with the PC and their website or something.
So it's on the way. Someone asked earlier if Dibs works. Yes, Dibs official. Now, does it mean that I get this gun?
You can put an order in on your. You can put your Dibs order in.
No,
but that doesn't mean
no, it's not. It doesn't work in that way. But I mean, I believe that I'm somewhere on the Walter Keller will. I get a couple of guns. I think so.
Let's hope you never see that.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's gonna be sad. Walter will have someone actually record that and send it to the afterlife so he can laugh when I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, here I go. I'm gonna get some guns right now.
You'll feel this cool wind blow past. It's like
Yeah. So, but it was cool. It was cool hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, we
had some fun.
We got something done.
Yeah.
We tell them about your box. Tell them about your box.
Yeah, I got a box on the.
You got pictures? You got pictures?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at a picture. We all went out to eat, but I'm trying to find a picture that I won't get in trouble with Peggy for showing.
The Hooters picture?
Yeah, because Peggy told me a certain picture I cannot show, and I don't know which one it is now. So I think I'm gonna get in trouble anyway.
Oh, hey Patrick, we were talking about DDI before. Centerfire Systems ended up with a whole bunch of their receivers, their AK receivers. That's what they've been selling off, and I've got a couple, 3 of them, and a couple of them are the side folding triangle stock receivers. So I got yeah. I got everything I need to like you did with the Bulgarian gun if I wanted to do side folder.
Yeah, I can make that happen for you. It's not
especially
if you have a populated barrel, it is simple.
Oh yeah.
Populated barrels, I could do that in a couple hours. Unpopulated barrels takes a lot longer. But in a populated barrel,
it's
not too bad.
It's
yeah. Let me
screw the ATF for getting rid of that because that made life so much easier.
There's the picture of us at Hooters. Lola, well, starting from the left is Mike, Lola,
Mike Remo,
Spence, Peggy, Walt, and I'm taking the picture, so I'm not in it because I'm taking it. So there you go. But that was us out at Hooters.
That was Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Someone's DCG44 says, question, does the proposed ATF brace amnesty cost the regular $200?
No. It's an amnesty. So you won't have to pay anything to register your SBR.
Yeah. We don't truly know all the details of what's going on with that nonsense right now. Is what I would say.
It'll get dropped on you in December.
Yeah, because they're rewriting it a little bit. So I know I've seen a lot of different things. Like people are saying, where was it? I saw somewhere someone said that this is all allegedly, so don't take any of this as facts. But someone said that the ATF is going to want you to destroy the pistol brace after that. So even if you remove the pistol brace from your pistol, okay, and then do everything, I guess the pistol brace on its own may be considered a machine gun.
That's ridiculous.
But we don't know any of that. Yeah.
It's not first thing. It's not a machine gun. Secondly,
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does a stock become?
I don't know. We really don't know until they put this, whatever it is they've been working on. I don't know if it's going to help us to really speculate right now. I know there are some folks who might get advanced knowledge of this. I know John Crump does a lot of good stuff with this, and Guns and Gadgets does a lot of good stuff with this as well. But we're going to have to find this out and then read what they say at the time. And also, this is going to depend on what happens here in the election, so please pay attention to the elections. Vote. Go ahead.
This election is not going to make any damn difference what ATF does. Sorry.
Nope.
Think so? You think
they're going to do it? Not even a little.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they don't give two shits about who gets elected.
Well, we're going to have Biden in there, and they're going to do whatever they want to with Biden, but it's possible that if we get the Senate back, we might...
It ain't gonna make any difference.
They might get some pressure.
No, they ain't gonna do shit.
They ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing. Republicans aren't gonna do a fucking thing.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Tits on
I can't
a
really
boar
argue
hog.
this.
Tits on a boar hog.
I can't argue this. I can't argue this. But we gotta wait and see what happens.
And even if they did say something, it's not gonna stop them.
I don't think so.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it regardless what anybody says or does.
Mm-hmm. And exactly right,
because they they know it'll go to court, and that's the whole game plan now. The Democrats don't care about Bruin. They don't care about none of that shit. They're going to do whatever they want, and they're going to throw it all out there and just see what sticks.
Yeah, and unfortunately, look at what happened. When under Trump, we got the what you call it ban, the bump stock ban.
The bump stock ban,
and the Supreme Court won't take it.
Canned.
Yeah, the Supreme Court won't take it. So
they're not going to take that.
I wouldn't put it past them that they'll even say that SIG brace is now technically a machine gun because it used to be a component.
It's a gun in and of itself.
A pistol. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you have to have a lock on it if you're going to keep it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just going to be ridiculous. No, if they make it a machine gun, you can't have it. Go to prison. You go straight to prison. And some of us out there that have 10 of them, you go 10 lifetimes prison.
Really good.
You might get the death penalty, unlike that idiot, from Parkland who would do
guy.
Yeah, who these freaking jurors couldn't even give him the freaking death penalty. Now Florida has to pay for him. Yeah, Florida has to pay for that bastard to stay alive for the next 50, 60 years.
You did see all those bump stocks get turned in and destroyed then, right? You did see all that happen. Those tens of thousands of bump stocks, you saw them all in piles.
I saw some stupid company sent a bunch of them to them.
Pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Now that that's ran its course, now the lawsuits can start.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. We got to wait and see what the ATF comes out with on this.
Because the government owes them now for every one of those that was destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Technically. So.
Yeah.
Excuse me, who owes them?
The government owes that manufacturer for...
Who owes them?
Okay. Well.
Yeah. It's all our money. I guess that's the point.
Anytime somebody says the government does this, that's my money. That's our money. We're going to be paying for that.
Yeah, true. 42 Chilled says boat accident, deep water. Okay.
Gen Champ Jr. Yes, we still have some uppers right now. There's. I'll give you a little hint. There's also a whole rack full of uppers sitting right now.
Oh.
But we're making some scope rails. So as soon as those scope rails are done, there's going to be I'd say a whole rack, like 10 of them. There, 10 or 12 that are waiting for scope rails.
Yeah.
And then I'll make some more after that. So, yes.
Yeah, I know there's people out there because I see your Facebook. You poor people out there who are on Facebook trying to talk to Walter. I feel for you.
Okay, all right.
So call the shop.
I don't. Dingle. I don't do business on Facebook. So, I mean, now the thing is, what happens is, folks, if you message me at 11 o'clock at night on Facebook and I answer you, you're going to expect to start a conversation at midnight. Ain't going to happen. So then people get all worked up when you don't talk with them for an hour at midnight. So yeah, I don't do a lot of stuff on Facebook. So
yeah, best course of action: call the shop during business hours, and you'll get answers.
Or an email too. An email, those old-fashioned emails, where you
right.
Just keep it to the point. Don't go off and don't do a dissertation.
You say old-fashioned. Could you imagine if people wrote you letters? Imagine that. That was the thing way back when.
We started advertising.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
You know what's funny? What's funny is there's a timer there. Nobody pays attention to the timer. Then BabyFace requested the BabyFace ding. The BabyFace ding came in. Nobody pays attention.
I love it. I listen to it every time.
And the BabyFace ding, then I recognized the ding. And
then you could look down and look at the time and go, oh, this is like 30 seconds.
Not this time.
No, it happens.
So anyways, like I said, we started when I started Stent Parts. The internet was there. We did some stuff on the internet, but I sold tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff to just plain old classified ad. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Probably.
Really? That's wild.
And every one of those is somebody sending you an envelope with a money order in it, or a check, or even cash sometimes.
Some cash.
That's so wild to think that you just put it out there in the ether and then hope it shows up at your local FFL eventually.
Well, you know, when people say, "Well, what are we going to do if we can't get on the internet? What are we going to do? What are we going to do?"
We survived for a long time.
That's what you're going to do. You're going to find a way, and you're going to go back.
Right.
You're not gonna sit and stroke yourself in the corner and cry. You're gonna.
Well,
you're gonna
you might do that first.
Yes.
For a little while. You know, although there's there's a thing going on out there now that you're not supposed to spank it. No spanking for the rest of the. No one's seen this.
No, Nut November. I've heard of that.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard something like that's going on. What's the
name
name
of that?
What's the name of that Canadian dude who's always getting real serious? You know, the Canadian guy that's always getting kicked off of things. Oh my gosh.
No.
That guy he's been on Joe Rogan.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
He's like a doctor or some kind of professor. The Professor Canadian dude.
Oh, Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. Yeah. He's part of that no spanking. You haven't seen that?
I don't know. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to spank it, that's up to you. That's it's good and healthy. It gets your, the 30 minutes after that is what I call the gay 30s, because you have very lucid thoughts. Never make a big decision without spanking it first. I wholeheartedly approve of that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to agree with me on this one.
What are you talking about, Willis? I'm sorry.
That 30 minutes after, you have a clear head and you can make good decisions.
Wait. Go back. Give me the... Wait, I got to go. Give us... Start from the beginning.
You got to pull that... Hank, that's a classic right there. About spanking it in 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
No. What's the thing?
You whack it.
No. What's the thing? So you said if you have a big decision... Like a life-changing decision.
You should spank it first, 100%. Yep. You got the clearest head after you let fly.
Oh my.
There's got somebody in the audience is going to agree with me here. I cannot be the only one. Clearest thought pattern.
Where's my meme that says no?
Nitrate says it's a healthy exercise for the prostate.
That's right. It's good for you.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's just cracking me up. Patrick's words of wisdom.
That's the words of wisdom for tonight.
You've got to, you know what? You're about to buy that second house, that vacation house.
You think on it first.
Think on it and,
I think instead of...
Shake one off,
No. I think you get a quickie with the significant other, not the other.
Yeah,
well, see, Walter, that gets dangerous, because the wife comes to you and says, I want a baby. It's real easy when she's lying there in front of you to go, yeah, let's do this. Then 30 minutes later, you're like, son of a bitch, what did I just do?
Okay, that's true in your case, but not true in every case.
Not me. I can't. It's physically impossible for me to have babies. So
yeah, it's some more.
This is why
your baby has now become Chromevandium. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. And we're showing up. When is this baby? This baby's coming. Are we giving out?
Beginning of January.
Beginning of January.
Chromevandium here in the beginning of January.
Yes.
Vandium
and I think who was it? Was it Shelly Fungus? Someone was asked. Oh, Shelly Fungus says, Patrick, how's Marley feeling? And my friend Neckbone. So Marley's there. Marley's
I will
about to look at some makeup videos.
That's exactly what's about to happen. She had a hell of a last 3 weeks, I'd say, because she went on vacation to visit her sister in Colorado. Marley, how pregnant are you? 28 weeks, so she was 25 weeks. And came back from the flight, brought COVID home with her, which, funny enough, I never caught it. But she had a mean head cold, and it was whatever's going around. It's the COVID that's going around is a really bad head cold and like 24 hours of flu. That's basically what it was. So 2 weeks of this nasty head cold, and she's finally coming out of it. She's finally now not taking any Unisom. So for anybody that's unaware, Unisom and B12, B6, Unisom and B6 is the magic
Sleep to the
for
night.
what's it called? Morning sickness. It's the magic morning sickness cure.
Oh,
no, I don't.
okay.
Yeah, you would think sleep through the night. No, for whatever reason, Unisom works miracles on morning sickness. So she has totally weaned herself off of that, and she says she's feeling good.
Someone says that's like ivermectin.
Yeah, not feeling sick, but
babies,
it's been a
yeah.
couple of crazy weeks because of the COVID and the flights and this and that, and a hurricane coming through. But no, she feels great. So she has told me she's been eating really well. She's feeling great. Can't complain. We got this whole weekend. We got the baby room done. Here, we'll make it an exclusive. If anybody wants to see the baby room, I will put it on the Hank Discord exclusively.
Okay. So some people are suggesting in the
don't
chat,
act so excited.
No, it's cool. No, me and Walter already seen it. So now you're going to share it with the people. But some folks out there, it's going to go up there in a second. Oh, there it goes. Actually, just went up. Boom. There
Don't
you
you
go.
share it out. Don't you click on that, Hank. You go put that away. You put that away right now.
Oh.
If you want to see it, you must
you have
be
to
an
go-
exclusive member to the open to anybody Discord that
okay.
is Hank Strange.
Oh, okay. So people are suggesting that the baby now be called Spanky. Now, here's the funny thing.
Chromandium is no.
So here's the funny thing. Me and Walter in the future are going to have to explain to baby Chromandium why everybody calls him Spanky. We're going to be like, listen, your dad suggested that if people are making serious...
No, you don't put that when they're little. No.
There is a... this brings me to a funny thing. There's a Twitch streamer, was a YouTuber, now a Twitch streamer, that I enjoy watching, who had his first kid way back in like 2012, like 10 years ago, had his first kid. And the internet at the time was funny. They nicknamed the kid 420 Blaze It. And this guy is not... he doesn't smoke weed. He's not even like affiliated with that lifestyle.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, they kept saying hashtag 420 Blaze It. The baby is hashtag 420 Blaze It. And so he, like a year ago, somebody asked him on like the live Twitch stream, was like, have you ever told your son what we all nicknamed him and where that comes from? And he was like, yeah, there was one time I had to explain to him, like, the internet gave you a name and you have no say over that. That is your name.
Well, so there's precedent for why this baby will be called Spanky McChromandium.
Chromandium, yeah.
P.
Yeah, P. There you go. Spanky McChromandium P. That goes on the birth certificate.
Just Chromandium. We've already decided Chromandium is appropriate.
Okay, so Chromandium's going on the birth certificate.
Chromandium is going on the digital birth certificate of the internet because I'm not putting my child's name fully out there. So the internet is welcome to call him Chromandium.
Chromandium. That is strong like bull name. Strong
exactly. It's a good, strong,
it's more
strong
metallic name.
Steel.
Yeah, baby P is gonna be roaming around out there. Somebody's gonna go, "Oh, you're Chromandium."
It's a superhero name.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And Patrick's gonna have to explain all of that.
That's like
Just
a Marvel. That's like a Marvel name.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see what other stuff is going on. Any other things going on in the news?
Did you see?
I'm sure I'm missing something. What's up?
Crump reported on it that this guy was convicted on 2 charges. One of them was he was a felon and something happened, but he had a gun that had the serial number taken off. And the judge said,
he got that overturned.
And the judge said that part of it was unconstitutional.
Yeah.
So they can't press charges on you now for rubbing serial numbers out.
Well,
in that jurisdiction,
no. Mm-hmm. In that situation, yes.
Okay.
In that jurisdiction, you could legally obliterate a serial number for the time being. It's guaranteed it's going to go to the next level.
Oh yeah,
and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
For the time being, very interesting.
Everybody's rubbing out there. Where is this place? Everybody's rubbing out their serial numbers over there now.
Don't click on any of that yet. Close that. Close all that.
Yeah.
It's for later.
Oh.
I just said, I forgot the baby. I want to show Marley this story. The baby, the internet actually named him Poop Feast 420. That was the baby's name. And he had to explain to his son later, like a couple years ago, yeah, the internet's already given you a
That's
nickname,
worse.
Poop Feast 420.
Poop Face 420?
Feast. Poop Feast 420.
Poop Feast?
Because I guess at the time they were talking about, yeah, babies are a mess. They poop all the time. All they do is eat and poop, and and so the internet named them Poop Feast 420.
I think that's partially right. They eat, poop, and cry.
That's it. That was the joke. So
yeah, eat, poop, and cry. There you go. Yeah. So what jurisdiction was that in? That with the serial numbers?
Oh, wait a minute. 42
okay.
Chill's got a link to it.
Oh, okay. Judge rules federal ban on guns with removed or altered serial numbers unconstitutional. So
you guys in the chat, man, you're on 42
West
Chill, you're on
Virginia.
it, man. You do that shit like boom.
And Night Train, yeah, the folks here in the chat, they're awesome. Night Train is saying with rubbing out serial numbers now, legit. How's that going to play out with ghost guns?
Don't get excited about it. It was a lower court thing. It'll
yeah.
It's don't get too crazy about it. Don't. But it sets precedent. You know, it's all these things all add up. So don't. Yeah.
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 Here's another piece of news. I'll throw this up there. You guys can read that headline.
Oh.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Read it.
They're
Alex Jones must pay $965 million for his Sandy Hook lies.
He's not paying anything.
Damages verdict in Connecticut
Blood
is
from a
second
turnip.
against InfoWars. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of
effing luck.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay a thing.
Yeah. Have these people ever met Alex Jones? Wow. Yeah, it's crazy though. That's nuts. $1 billion. Just put it at $1 billion. Alex Jones will be paying that off for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
At that point, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably a moral victory for the people who are suing and all that. I'm not sure. They might get some stuff out of him. You know?
Blood from a turnip.
Yeah. Dan Hates You says, I lost my serial number in a boating accident. Yeah. None of that stuff is going to be valid. And 42 Chill says he does not have the money, declared bankruptcy. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
not even shocked.
Boom.
It's a moral victory.
And then you just set it up so you don't make any money ever again, and that can be done.
Yeah, it depends on when. If he already put his stuff in trust a long time ago before this happens, then that all should be fine. You can't do it now that you're in trouble. You can't do it, but. And Night Train says, how much did OJ pay from his civil lawsuit judgment? I don't know.
Probably very little, I'm guessing.
And
Yeah.
Shelly Fungus says, lifetime supply of brain power by InfoWars. LMAO. Yeah.
You know, I've never actually seen any. I've never actually watched InfoWars. I only know the skits of like the turning the frogs gay and stuff like that. I've never actually sat down and watched it before.
Oh. I've seen a couple of clips. It used to be on YouTube before they pulled it. You'd see a couple of things up there.
Can you believe this? I can't believe how far we have fallen, because my brain, when you tell me, oh, that used to be on YouTube, my brain just goes, there's no way. How is that ever on YouTube? But why would it not be on YouTube? You know, like that's the response to it. Is
That's the whole point of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it should be on YouTube. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, everything used to be on YouTube,
Yeah.
right?
For now, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things. As we're seeing, YouTube is still out there doing their shenanigans. We were talking earlier about VSO getting demonetized and stuff like that.
They're not going to kick him off. They're just going to stop the money.
That's what it. Yeah. For now, well, it's one step at a time.
And you, Hank, over the weekend, you heard what Mike said about how much money he used to make from his 20mm video, right?
Well, I can't remember how much money. Didn't he say
He
something
said
like
he
he
used
had
to make
52? Go
He
ahead.
had 52 million things, and he said he made $1,600 a month off of it.
Yeah, Patrick, you missed that.
$1,600 a month from a video?
Yeah, the video had 52 million
views.
Yeah, 52 million views.
Did they take the video? Did they get rid of? What happened to it?
Oh, they completely threw him off.
I think he said they demonetized everything.
No, it's gone. He shut.
It's gone. Shut him down. Oh, they shut him down. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And then unfortunately, the ATF came in there and stopped him a few.
Shut him down too.
I shouldn't laugh. Because Mike is not taking that very well.
Well,
Mike is now waiting for the apocalypse to get his back. He's now expecting the apocalypse, pretty much, which is
whose coffee did he piss in to make them so angry at him?
It has to do with the 20 millimeter. They wanted. He's the only person that makes a bolt action 22 millimeter rifle, and and
there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly legal.
No, there isn't, but
no, but certain agencies got to carve up their ass about it.
Yeah,
and he had a little issue. They made an issue out of a licensing thing, and he took him to federal court and fought him for $140,000 worth of federal court.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's really demoralizing for someone to go through that. And yeah, man, dude is literally like on apocalypse watch now. He's planning on he's going to another country. He's gonna go to another country, get himself a little bush wife. And then
wait a minute, hang on. There's a thing called a razor blade now. You shouldn't have bush. Anyways,
okay, okay, right. But he's basically just gonna chill out until the apocalypse, I guess.
So question: Did this bankrupt him, or is he still okay? Like, what happened with all this?
He's not rolling in it, but he's getting by.
He's not living in a trailer out back of Alabama.
No.
I mean, he was never rolling in it, right, Walt? I mean, this was he was never like a millionaire.
No, he's never like balling. No.
But this was his business, and I mean,
listen, I think
that
Walther
bill is a big hit, you know. And
Walter
then
does not ball crazy hard, but I do believe Walter balls hard enough for my liking.
I don't know how hard Walter's balls are. But they are
from the left to the right.
They could be chrome vanadium strength. Walter's nuts. Who knows?
You heard the song from AC/DC. My balls are bouncing to the left and to the right.
Oh boy! I'm just thinking of that British guy from AC/DC. What's his name? Are they all British?
No, they're Australian.
Oh
no! Wait, isn't that one dude British though in ACD?
I think they're all Aussies. I think.
Really? I thought wasn't it Brian? Okay, hold on.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, Brian. I know you're talking about. He lives in Sarasota. He's the vocalist.
Is it
Brian?
Yeah.
Brian May, I think his name is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's British.
He might be. Yeah.
Yeah, that one might be British. I would have to look that up.
Y'all want a little show and tell what I'm learning?
Sure, go ahead. What are you up to?
So, the Arma, I have 2 Arma chats ready to go. These are emergency, into the world text messaging over radio wave. Both are completed. I have 2 of them. Both are completed and working, and I've tested them and they work. But I wanted to snazz them up a little bit. So, on my desk in front of me, you guys can't quite see. I have a minute.
Seconds.
I have been learning a little bit of CAD design, simple stuff. This is all simple shapes. And because I wanted to snazzify my Arma chat a little bit, so we now have an entire backplate that fits over with screw holes that line up and nuts, little holes for the nuts so they sit in. We got let me see if I get this the right position. We have a spacer for the front, so the whole thing has a nice spacer.
Yeah, that looks coming together good.
And then
it's gonna have a frame in the front. Oh,
yeah, and then the front piece goes on, so you have a whole frame and like subframe that goes around the side, and then a whole back panel that covers it up in the back. I sat down a couple days ago and figured out how to use Tinkercad just so I could design these and print them. And
the Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, there it goes, the 2A Commerce we were speaking of. See that little thing that comes down right there? You guys can click on that and go check out all of Lola's deals. That looks good, Patrick. That's some cool stuff you're getting up to.
If anybody wants to build one of these, I will. I'll have the STL files. It's called an Arma chat. So if anybody wants to build one, I'll share the STL files for printing the frame.
Let me see your little box again. Did you make your little container?
How dare you take me to dinner first?
That's what he said.
So it comes just like this.
And it comes.
Yeah. So it's just a circuit board. You buy all the components. You put it together yourself. Not my face. Like that.
Okay.
I wanted to pretty it up, so I did a back panel, an entire back panel, and you can see the little spot for nuts to fit in, so they fit flush, and then I don't know what you call it, like an inner chassis, so it kind of squeezes it all together, and then the front panel just screws into everything, and it holds it all together. So a nice little simple package.
Yeah, that's
but
also.
I learned
Tinkercad
a couple days ago, just to do this. So I kind of have an understanding of CAD now, which is cool.
Yeah, you're doing good. I need you to design something for my ham radio.
Simple shapes I can do. Anything simple. Simple geometric shapes I can handle. I haven't figured out the flowing designs quite yet.
Oh, okay. Get on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your act together. So let me show this. AC/DC, here it goes. If you go...
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, they are from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. And then here's the members, and Brian Johnson, boom, there you go. There you go. So he took over after Bon Scott died, but he was born in England. He was born in Dunstan County, Durham, England. So there you go.
And he resides down in Sarasota way here.
Yeah.
With all the carnies.
Yeah,
they're in Gibson.
No.
Gibsonton, that's right.
Gibsonton is where the carnies is the main thing, and then Sarasota down that way is a lot of circus people.
Circus people. Yep.
Yeah.
Is that where most of the circus people go to?
I don't know, but I would say most. I don't know. I don't know that for a fact. Used to be a big area of the circus folk, but I don't know if it still is.
Oh, okay. And then where do a lot of the Amish people go to in Florida? Is that same area?
That's down that way too. Sarasota, Venice, down that way. Yeah,
really?
Down that way.
A lot of Amish people. Yeah.
That's where they come down to do their
Rumspringer?
Get loose.
They're liquor clear.
Rumspringer.
Yeah, when they Rumspringer each other, they come down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's when they sow their oats.
Even when the last time I was in Indiana, there's a big Amish community there, and I'm talking to people, and they're like, "Oh, you're from Florida? We go to Florida." So there you go. Yeah. So go ahead.
That's where the Amish let their hair down at, so to speak.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
This is on the. This is in the Discord right here.
Did you watch that video
of Creepy Joe sniffing the little girls?
Well, no. See that one? No, but no. This video of him saying, "No, I'm not worried about the economy at all."
Oh yeah, that's what he. That's why he was eating the ice cream cone. But he also, in that same visit, there was like a young girl there, and he comes up behind her and is like sniffing her hair and massaging her shoulders, and he said, "No serious boyfriends until you're 30." And the girl was like, "Oh, what the hell's going on?
What the fuck is wrong?"
Yeah, and he goes, "I said no serious boyfriends until you're 30." Creepy AF.
You know what? That's when that little girl should turn around and go, "Get your fucking hands off me, you creepy."
And the Secret Service will open up on her with their machine gun 5.7s.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
She would be dragged off.
No, you got to make it. You start screaming like, "He's raping me! He's raping me!" That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, right there, original gangster right there. It's senile gangster at this point, but the money's out there floating around with the Bidens. I think. Do you guys think there's indictments coming down for Hunter Biden anytime soon?
No.
And you know what? And it doesn't matter if he's indicted, anyways.
Correct.
He could be pardoned.
He'll be indicted, and it'll just sit there. Not gonna do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't.
You know how the legal systems work.
Mm-hmm.
You just file a court, you file a movement, you file this, you have a bowel movement, you have this, you do that, boom, boom, boom. It never goes anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
when I have a bowel movement, it moves.
Once Creepy Joe's out of the office, it just vanishes. Kind of like the stuff that happened, some of the stuff before when Trump was in office.
Right. Yeah.
It just vanished, gone. See ya.
Yeah. Man, what a state the world is in. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Oh, it can get a lot worse.
Yeah. You got a president who can't ride a bicycle.
He can't function.
And can't keep his hands off of young girls, apparently.
No. You know what the bad part is? That's not a problem with Joe. The problem is all the people let it happen. Yeah. That's the problem. The system lets it happen. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Looks the other way because, it's like the people that have a Charlie Chris sign in their front yard here in Florida. It's like, are you? I got another one of those flyers in the mail today.
There's no way you've seen somebody with a freaking Charlie Chris sign on their lawn. That can't be true.
You went right past. You went right past it when you were going to my shop.
What?
They actually have one.
What?
Yeah.
They must be retarded, Walter.
They have a sign for Chris, and they have a sign for the other leftist Democrat that's running for some other office here in Florida. I don't know if it's Senate or what it is. But
so they're retarded.
They must think, these people mailing these things must think I'm black, because it says, that the IRS is going after black people more than white people. And it's like, I got the same thing again, man. What happened?
Meanwhile, Walter's like, good.
No.
Good news. No.
That's terrible news. But
well, I mean, the IRS is going to jack up a bunch of agents. But wait a second, what political group is out there jockeying for more IRS agents? I'd like to know.
Let's go back in time. Remember that guy named
Republicans or is that Democrats?
You remember that guy named Obama? Do you remember the shenanigans he pulled with the IRS going after Republicans? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Right. Yeah.
Whatever came of that? Nothing.
Yeah, people conveniently forgot about that.
Nothing.
As expected. No one's going after Obama, but they're still going after Trump, though.
Well,
Trump still got stuff coming.
Obama's the second coming. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about goo either. We're talking about he's like the black baby Jesus. So ain't nobody gonna go after the black baby Jesus. No way. So
yeah.
No way. And Michelle's like Mr. Black Baby. Oh, never mind.
There was some crazy. I saw somewhere on Twitter or something like that. I saw where somebody body swapped him. I don't know if I could find that. I did see that on my Twitter earlier. I was like, oh. I was gonna send that to you guys.
Well, where the husband has bigger shoulders than the wife, that kind of thing.
Oh, here it goes, and I found it. Versus
Michelle's got bigger.
Do you guys follow Il Donaldo Trumpo? Do you guys follow?
Yes, I do. I love that Twitter account.
Check it out, Walt. This one's for you.
Oh dear. Is that? Look at that Marine in the background.
Let me see if I can get this bigger. There you go. The Marine's Trump, and one is a cat. Oh, look at that. There you go. Alrighty.
That is so funny.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that little owl-looking character on the other
That's
side?
a cat. That's a cat. Right there. That's a cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little cat.
Right over Obama's shoulder. There you go. And Il Donaldo Trumpo out there. I don't know. You guys, I saw that and I was like, that is cracking me up.
That is funny.
Yeah. DCG 44 says, I saw House flying both a Beto flag and a rainbow flag this weekend. Okay. So,
Well, what's the difference?
There are retards out there. Somehow they make it through society without, killing us all. But
Patrick, let me inform you of something. Half of everybody you see in the state is a retard.
I know. I can't believe that. They almost got what's his name, the drug addict, elected. Erected and elected.
The homosexual drug addict? Yeah.
Yes, they almost got him elected.
Are you talking about Florida? What state are you talking about? Florida?
Yes.
Florida, yes.
Yeah, Florida.
50% of the people in your neighborhood voted for Biden.
For that nut job. Yeah.
In whose neighborhood? In Walt's neighborhood?
All of ours. Well, I
my
guess
neighborhood.
it is.
Not where Hank lives. Not where Hank lives.
No, not where Hank lives.
No. The only people these folks out here refused to vote for was Romney. And I remember they didn't vote for Romney, then Obama became president, all that stuff happened.
Did they see through him because he's a...
Yeah, I guess, they told me, they were like, nah, can't vote for that dude, didn't like him. And at the time I was like, what is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Now looking at him,
I'm with them now, I'm with them now.
Yeah.
Well, what were you going to say, Walt? I know your area of Florida is very liberal.
I would probably say in this neck of the woods, it's 50-50. Unfortunately,
that's more probably 60-40 here in Gainesville.
Yeah, Gainesville's heavy. Remember, Gainesville's the place where they lost. They didn't have enough Republican ballots,
so they just wrote it off.
Yeah, I don't know. They just said, "Oops."
Oh well, that's the way it goes. No big deal.
Yeah, we don't know how many Republicans are registered here planning on coming into vote.
No.
Yeah, that somehow fell into a sewer. Yeah.
Oh well.
So check this out. This is also on Twitter. I just thought it's a little interesting. Look at that.
It's a Cheeto.
A giant Cheeto complete with massive fingers coated in orange dust has become a roadside attraction.
All right.
Look at it. It's like a zombie getting a Cheeto. Where is this? I gotta find. Yeah, where is this zombie Cheeto thing at? I gotta figure that out. Make a pilgrimage out there.
If I was a billionaire type person, I would collect all the roadside attractions that I could, and have one place where they all reside. The big gorillas, the Frisch's big boys, all those things, all in one amusement park where we can.
Yeah. I like the caption that the person put on there. He says, "And they say America has no culture." Big giant Cheeto. Yeah, so someone needs to find out where that big giant Cheeto is and let me know. I'll make a pilgrimage out there.
Make a special point to go and see it.
Flying Rich, shout out to Flying Rich. He says Canada. There you go. Saw Flying Rich also this weekend. Yeah, everybody was hanging out with you, Walt.
We at one time in the shop we had the Strange Connection. We had Flying Rich and his significant other.
Oh boy.
We had Mr. Mike, 20mm Mike, and me and me wife. There was a lot going on at one time for a little bit there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, let me. This is a little preview. I'm going to make a short out of this, but here I'll share it with the people. So this is what we were doing. We put this Pelican case on the back of my van.
Put a nice little box on the back of your van.
Yeah.
You know
hey, look at that.
Check that out. So, yeah, it's nicely on there. I'll try to find some. I've got a bunch of video because what we were working on it, but basically, let's see here. I came up with this genius. You see this piece of paper Walter has here? This is a genius plan that I laid out for Walter that he at first poo-pooed, but he basically cut up some metal. There's things, let me see if I go back, we'll see cutting up some metal.
Well, that's us at Lowe's. There's at lunch.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Walter, we were cutting up metal and everything, fit it on the box. Let's see, where were we cutting it?
Genuine. Oh, Hank, do you still want that wheeled assembly?
Oh yeah, did I leave that?
Yeah, you left it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I need that back. So basically, I had one of those Pelican cases that you have the wheel thing on. I took it off, made a template, and then Walter cut out from like
surplus metal I had from some surplus military thing I had.
Yeah, and let me just say, I've poo-pooed, the bandsaws and all that in the past, but look at this. Walt has that badass bandsaw, man, that could just...
The right tool for the job is well worth the money, no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
agreed.
a time saver there.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Agreed. So we cut that up, made a plate here, and then Walter used his fancy welding table, used my template and everything. He was mad the whole way because it was my plan. I made him use these clamps that he never used in his life.
Use the clamps on the welding table.
Yeah, he don't believe in clamps.
I got your clamps right here. Here's your clamps.
But it worked out though, Walt, right? What do you think? My crazy plan?
In the end it did. It was a little bit of frustration, but we got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you. So, Patrick, the frustration was not on Hank Strange's part. Hank Strange laid out a plan. I laid out a plan to be executed.
He was cool the whole time. He just cool.
I knew it was gonna work. But seriously though, Walt, the frustration wasn't me. Walt wanted to take the mini bikes out and ride around his mini bikes.
Wait! At the same time that we were doing that, Chris was there with his two sons and another boy, a friend of theirs, and they're riding mini bikes.
Everybody.
Oh
the only person who didn't show up was his dad, which I was like.
And my dad was at the shop today.
Oh, okay.
He just popped in. I'm there, and all of a sudden, he's there. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you're here. It's interesting.
Yeah.
That's my life.
Yeah. So, but this was cool. Walt, you got to admit, my plan worked. Mike was over there like, oh, this is crazy. This can't work.
Yeah.
Mike kept, you know what? Let me tell you something about dudes. No, it's not that. Whenever dudes are doing something, every dude that is in a 20-mile vicinity has to come and put his opinion into what is being built.
We were at the back of the vehicle trying to put it on. My wife was squawking in my ear on this side. Somebody else is talking over here. Let's do this. Let's try that. And it's like, all right, get the away from me. Get the away from me.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Flying Rich says, thank you, Walter and Peggy, for the help. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it came out in the end. We just had to.
Yeah, did you get in trouble with Peggy later because you she was trying to help you?
I gave her the look, and she knows that look. Like, okay.
Right? Yeah, Peggy was
I know what her look
you.
like that is too. Yeah, I know when she gives me that look. Like, okay.
Yeah, because I saw Peggy way over, and I was like, Peggy, what's wrong? She's like, well, apparently, I'm just gonna sit over here so I don't give any opinions.
Apparently, my ideas are no good, or something.
Yeah,
like that,
I was like, oh boy. And then Lola was like, and we should get out of here.
Well, when you have too many, that phrase, you have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Cooks, yeah.
Walter is not nice when he is distracted.
Not when there's 17 people there.
Okay, you're trying to get a job done, and then somebody wants to talk to you about something completely different. I can't have these side conversations and focus on what I'm doing, or nothing's gonna get done. That's just me. Sorry, I'm not I don't have like a quad 486 or 12 or 886 processor. I got an 8060 processor.
Okay, I don't know if it's that much.
No,
Walter has a 1-bit. Your processor is 1 bit, one thing at a time.
But when that thing gets focused, it's like a laser motherfucking beam. You know what I'm saying? It gets done.
Yeah, it's a sharp bit, but
Yeah. But anyways, yes. When you have too many people making comments, nothing gets done. So.
Yeah, I know. But we got.
Then,
I guess
then the mini bikes are blasting by at the same time.
Yeah, there's mini bikes. Mike was Mike was fixing something. I don't know. He was fixing something.
I would lose my shit.
Or painting. Mike was painting something. I think.
Chris's son wiped out on the mini bike. One of my mini bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
He's
okay though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah.
Lola says it was chaotic for sure, and the mini bikes tearing up and down wasn't helping. Well, Walter actually was
I encouraged that. I said, come on over, ride the mini bikes.
Walter got Lola to go videotape the mini bikes going up and down for him.
I used some of that in my last post.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah, so.
I wanted them to test that mini bike. That's why I was...
I appreciate you and Peggy putting up with us, making us breakfast and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. We had eggs and all kinds of stuff.
Taking us to Hooters, of course. We went to Hooters. I don't know anyone who's shocked up about that out there.
It's not a trip to Walter's unless you go to
trip to Hooters for lunch. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to be right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Someone posted this in the... You nutcase. Who did this?
Wow, that's a good one.
Night Train. Night Train.
That's
that
a
is so
tonight.
Yeah, that is so funny. Night Train.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh Lord.
Oh
boy. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to say, I want to remind you guys, Larry Correa, the author, very cool guy, gun guy. You guys are really gonna like Larry Correa. I'm a big fan of his. He's coming on tomorrow. Patrick, I hope that tomorrow doesn't go down like it went down when we had Chris Tonto Paranto.
Oh God, yeah. Let's not talk about it ever again.
The CIA, Walt, was trying to shut us down. We've never had problems like this. Like, sometimes we might drop the show. The show might go out. It might happen once. It might happen twice. Yeah. It happened 5 or 6 times. And there was one time we were using Lola's phone, and I came off the phone, and Lola was trying to make a call, and her phone was just going like that.
NSA.
Somebody was watching.
NSA was on.
It was crazy. But finally we got it. Yeah.
Speaking of bad connections, you hear that Elon wants money now for the Ukrainian thing.
Yeah. Really? Everybody's upset about it.
He can't do it for free anymore, which I
don't see a problem with that.
I don't blame him at all, actually. So.
Yeah, get a little cut out of the Biden war chest.
Well, he's that enterprise is not self-supporting yet, I don't believe. So
no way.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but we did finally get it together. It's up on Utreon. It's also up on YouTube. I put up a short out there that you guys will see. I think there's a short going up with you, Walter, later on tonight. So that'll be out there.
Let me guess what that'll be. Probably from the box attaching or.
No. That's a short for Who Moved My Freedom from last week. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Okay. It was you talking about something. You'll like it. Whatever it is, it's got to do with you. So there it goes. But I'm going to let these guys tell you all how you can support them, follow them, etc. And, let's start with BabyFace P.
YouTube.com/BabyFaceP. I have not been putting a whole lot up lately. I will get back around to it. I have some things that I'm waiting to come in. So we'll have some content soon. But otherwise, Instagram is baby_faceP.
Yeah. I really believe something was going on that night because the night before it was me and Walter and there was 0 problems.
Nothing happened
Nothing
at all.
Happened. Yeah. Tonight, nothing happened.
It's a little suspect.
NSA.
Yeah, I have to think. So, Walt, where could they follow you, support you?
They can come see Safety Harbor Firearms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, check out that Instagram picture of that little AR pistol, man. It's on fire. Mm-hmm. And then there's Dirtfoot Racing, which is also on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And then those are both on Utreon also. So, yeah, and then there's Dirtfoot. There's stenparts.com. That's on stenparts.com on the interweb. Mm-hmm. And we're still selling stuff there. I'm thinking about putting some of the other bits and pieces back on because with the current situation and some of the things that have been said, long as you don't supply a template, I think you're good to go. So
Okay.
It does seem to be the case. I have seen that, and that seems to be the case.
Okay.
Yeah, so
If you happen to own a website or have access to the template some other way, as long as you're not selling them together.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
Walther
I'm not even
obviously is not going to press his luck, but that seems to be how it's going.
And none of us are lawyers.
Yeah,
So,
they're just receiver sections. They're not even a complete receiver piece. So I think I'd be all right. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But you said, but you got parts. Regardless, right now you got.
Oh yeah,
parts.
we have parts. We have barrels, PPS 43 barrels, stem barrels, trunnions, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, check out stem parts. Yep.
Okay, very cool. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run in the end. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, and I think we're also doing a show on Wednesday. I'm going to run the end in. Who's doing Words of Wisdom?
Give it to Walther.
I think Patrick should. We were talking about.
I'll give words of wisdom. All right, pass it back to me.
Patrick, yeah, hold on. We're going to do the end. We're going to come back, and Patrick, Chrome Van Diem Senior, will give us words of wisdom. Let's run the end in. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us here. We're going to rip the audio, throw it up on iTunes and all your favorite places to get your audio podcast, so look out for that. We're on Audible. If you're on Audible, you can get it from there. You can go directly to hankstrange.com and get the podcast from there as well. Please support Babyface P as well as Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. And Patrick, what you got? What you got, man?
If we've already talked about it, but if you're going to make a big decision, go let one fly real quick. Just let loose.
Run
Cut
a
back,
batch.
let loose.
What the hell?
You might make a different decision. You looking at a boat? Let one fly. Maybe that boat's not right for you. Your brain will clear up.
So there's a moment of epiphany that happens.
They got about 30-minute window before things go back to normal.
There you go. I don't know. This might save the world, I feel.
That's right. Just let one fly.
There you go.
Batch first.
Yeah, this might avoid the zombie apocalypse.
Batch first.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
All right, thanks so much, guys. I'm going to hit the button. We're out of here. We will see you guys back here tomorrow. Mañana.